DC here. Hi guys and gals. Well, it is Thursday, so we're getting close to that weekend. Yes. I'll be happy when the weekend comes. This weekend is going to be the weekend of the St. Nicholas. So I don't know, over in Switzerland it's a big thing, St. Nicholas, and we usually would have, it's the patron saint of where I live. But of course, with the silly season that we have now, nothing's going to be happening. But Mrs. DC and I will get dressed up and go and bring things over to the grandkids. So we'll see how that goes. You've seen videos of mine on that for the years past. So today, as part of the Vlogmas thing, I will talk about a subject that I saw I didn't see it. I thought about it in my head about talking. Yeah. How do you talk to yourself? It's not about like if you're a big talker or if you're an introvert or an extrovert. It's a little bit like how do you talk to yourself? I came on that a little bit because I was listening to a podcast this morning and it was talking about prayer. And I wasn't thinking about talking about prayer right now, but of course prayer is a way of talking to God, but I mean a lot of people talk to themselves. Now, the way that you talk to yourself, I mean, do you talk out loud when you're alone? Do you talk to yourself only in thought? Do you have conversations with yourself? Do you have conversations with others when you're talking to yourself? Do you have conversations in your head with departed people and so on? So I was thinking like about those things and about myself, for example. If I'm alone, completely alone, I would tend to, I do sometimes talk out loud, and I realize that maybe comes more since I've been vlogging. And the realization is that when you talk to yourself, there's actually somebody there. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you kind of like break the loneliness. You're there, you're talking to yourself. And I've realized, of course, is that maybe you've noticed that before you started vlogging, those of you who vlog, that when you would hear a recording or something or see a video of yourself, you'd say, is that my voice? And of course, by talking to yourself regularly, and I hear it, I say, oh, well, I mean, I don't even think, I know it's my voice. I've gotten used to hearing my own voice. Now, when I talk to myself, do I make like paragraphs or do I have conversations? Or it's a bit of everything, I guess, but when you're thinking something over and you're going on pros or cons, I do tend to kind of verbalize it, if not always out loud, at least in my head. What about conversations with others? Well, I will keep away from the topic of prayer for the moment because I know that many of you might not be interested in that. But yeah, I mean, conversations, it could be, yeah. I mean, like if I'm thinking of, sometimes you practice when you want to talk with somebody. That's maybe a little bit different if you're getting ready for an interview or something. But sometimes I do think of people that I know and would have almost like a kind of a conversation with them when you realize almost how much do you know them. And then it's interesting to see if you go back and talk, and talk with the person and have the same conversation. Will they actually reply the way you expected? Think about it and try it maybe once or twice and see. It's kind of almost an exercise of how well you know somebody. Yeah. Also, like if you're into writing, for example, or things like that, some people will say that they converse with the people in their book or in their article or things like that. Like if I'm making, for example, my comic book, as an example, I will probably talk almost out the conversations that are going to happen. Things like that, these are quite interesting. I find ways of saying, like, how are you conversing, not only with yourself, but how do you imagine people will converse with you? Actually, I'm talking right now and there's some people coming along and they're looking at me and they're saying, what is he doing? Yeah, so, that's part of it. So, yeah, talking, thinking. Do you talk with yourself? Do you think that, that it's important to talk to yourself? And like I was saying, do you talk out loud? yeah, little topics like that. Tell me what you think about it. So I'll stop here. It's about 5 minutes. That'll be enough for today's Vlogmas. Okay, everybody, take care.